What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Today we're going to be taking a look at a He-Man and the Masters of the Universe cartoon collection, Trapjaw, Evil and Armed for Combat. 80s Adventures, it says here in the top corner. As we look at the box, we can see Trapjaw in here. He's got the pink. I really like that. He's looking really good. It does say cartoon collection, and as we can see, very reminiscent of that 80s cartoon Trapjaw. As we flip it around to the back of the box, we got really cool artwork at the top. It says, as seen on Double-Edged Sword. So that would be the comic that this particular Trapjaw is referencing. It says, modernizing and celebrating the original 80s Masters of the Universe animated series. Includes Eternium Rock, twist into powerful battle positions. Also in the wave, we have Teela, Stratos, and Merman. The review for Teela is up on the channel. I'm still searching for these two fellows right here, but as soon as I get them, we'll also get them up on the channel. So let's flip back around to the front of the box, take one last look before we get it all torn to pieces, because now it's time to bust them out. Alright, so here we've got Trapjaw cartoon collection pulled out of the box, and he's looking extra cool. This might be one of my favorite Trapjaws. I love the way they've incorporated the pink on the pants. The Filmation version of Trapjaw was just always so great looking. The head sculpt's great. We've got an articulated jaw, which is awesome. We'll go over all of his articulation here in a minute. I just wanted to get him pulled out of the box, go over the initial thoughts, and he is amazing. So far, he is my favorite unboxing from the cartoon collection. I'm always a fan of Trapjaw, and when we get something special like this, I'm here for it all day long. So let's go ahead and go over his articulation, and that way we can get moved on to some other comparisons with some other characters and some different things as far as that goes with this cartoon collection line. So he can look to the left. He can look to the right. His head will spin all the way around, as well as his head is removable. He does have the little loop on the top, same as the cartoon and the vintage toy, so that's really cool. His robotic arm will spin all the way around. It can go out to there, and it will go into about there. He does have a articulating joint here, which he did not used to have in the vintage version, so that's really cool that we've got an extra joint here. It used to just be straight. It looks like that part actually pulls out, so that's different. I suppose if you wanted to, then you could. Let's go ahead and stand him up for a second, or not. Let's pull that out. So I guess if you wanted to do him more like the cartoon version, you could just stick the blaster straight in his arm. I do like how they put the articulated joint in there, though. That's really cool. Happy that they did that. Let's go ahead and get his hook in here so we can see what that's going to look like. But again, this joint will bend both ways because it is a robotic arm, and then whichever attachment you have will spin all the way around. We do have a loop on the belt where you can put the extra piece, whether it's the hook or the blaster that you're not using, it will slide right in there, so he can carry the piece on him. As far as his standard arm, it will go all the way up. It will spin all the way around. He does have a single jointed elbow here on this side that will bend up about 90 degrees. His wrist will bend in as well as out and turn all the way around. He can get a pretty good reach all the way up to his forehead. As far as the splits, he can go out to about there. Not too bad. Front to back, we're not working with as much. Again, I really love the color scheme on these legs. I think they did a great job. Just all the different angles that I'm seeing them at, I'm really liking it. Let's go ahead and pull the gun off the back. Then we do have a single jointed knee here, as well as a articulating foot. It can point down, it can point up a little bit. The boot does sort of hinder that somewhat, and then we do have the cut at the top of the boot. So really cool figure is Trapjaw here. One thing that I did notice, I don't know if this is for everyone or just mine, but the little piece of Eternium, he will not hold. This is not long enough. It gets too thick at the top and it just constantly falls out of his hand. So I can't get my actual Trapjaw to hold this, but it is a cool piece. Probably just going to end up putting it in a Ziploc baggie, especially since he can't hold it. I was going to display it in his hand just to kind of reference back to that comic book, but no matter how I've tried, he just can't seem to hold on to it. So we'll get that set off to the side and take a closer look at his blaster. It does just seem to be the standard Trapjaw blaster. Very reminiscent of that cartoon. And again, loving the pink. Looks really good. As far as his comic book goes, I believe this is the same one that came with Teela, Masters of the Universe Time's End. We'll just flip through it real quick. I'm not going to read the whole comic book. Just take a quick look. I wish he would have came with that claw hand. That would have been really cool. If he would have came with a couple more attachments, because he did have a wide range of attachments in the cartoon, but that one right there specifically, I would have loved to get that one. On to the back. And then there's the wave. And we got a little tear because we had some glue or tape on the comic book. I hate when they do that. Fortunately, I do believe this is the same comic that came with Teela, so hopefully that one is not messed up. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and pull in a couple other Cartoon Collection action figures and compare them with Trapjaw. So give me a few seconds to get that set up. We'll be right back. Alright, so here we've brought in Cartoon Collection Man-at-Arms and Teela, father and daughter. They are the other two that I have reviews up on the channel for currently. We still have Skeletor to unbox, and then the rest of the Cartoon Collection I am still trying to hunt down. You can join me hunting down those figures in my toy hunt videos, which is something new to the channel. It'll probably be bi-weekly or once a month. It just depends on how much stuff is actually good. Sometimes we go in the store and it's the exact same thing week after week, so that would be a little bit redundant to just keep posting videos of the same merchandise in the same stores. So I am limited to the area that I can go to. And so far, these are the only Cartoon Collection figures that I have found in my area. But as we compare, you can see he's right on par with height with Man-at-Arms here. And as you can see, the female figures are always smaller in the Masters of the Universe line. A little bit shorter, thinner appendages, thinner arms, legs, smaller feet, boots, things like that. But these guys are looking really good. Definitely hitting all the key notes for that Cartoon Collection. Man, that was my favorite show growing up. I loved to watch that He-Man show. If it was on, I was on it, sitting there watching every single day that I possibly could. Got the DVD for it as an adult, but you know, we had that VHS recording the TV action going on, so I did my fair share of motu watching back in the day, and these Filmation characters are top-notch. I really love every single one of them. Let me know down in the comments so far out of these three, which one's your favorite? Teela, Trapjaw, or Man-at-Arms? Trapjaw is definitely holding strong in that #1 slot for me. I love this character, and as far as the different looks of Trapjaw, this is probably one of my absolute favorite looks that we've got for him so far. Some of the Motu classics have a really nice Trapjaw as well, but as far as origins, this is definitely going to be my favorite Trapjaw so far. I'm going to get these guys cleared out of the way, and we're going to go over our final thoughts. So the final thoughts on Trapjaw are 2 thumbs up. He gets a 9 out of 10 as far as the rating, and so far 9 out of 10 is the highest I've given anyone. Trapjaw would have definitely got a 10 out of 10 if he just would have come with a couple other blaster attachments, as well as if his accessory here of Eternium would have actually fit in his hand. Those are my only complaints. Really, I'm not complaining too much about the weapons. We did get the classic hook and blaster, so those are definitely 2 of the ones that we had to basically get with this character for it to be Trapjaw. But 10 out of 10, one more arm attachment and the Eternium to actually fit in his hand, Definitely would have got 10 out of 10 for this guy. He is so far my favorite cartoon collection figure. Again, let me know what you guys think down in the bottom. I hope you have a blessed day. Don't forget to tell someone you love them. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on so you don't miss any of our upcoming content, as well as posts and things like that. Posts, polls, different things that we post up on the channel that's for community members. So you want to get subscribed in so you can stay a part of all of that stuff. And the best part is it's all free. So I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.